What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Cuss, the Great Heavy Man of Escape, with another Invincible review, episode 8, where I really come from. I know normally I do it on Mondays, but this episode was so like, oh my gosh. Like, I literally had to go back and watch it like 2 or 3 times to make sure I was like, why? I don't know why the episode is called that. To me, it should be Only Man Beats Mark's ass. Like, he literally beats his ass for half the episode. That's literally the entire thing. He beats this man's ass up and down the world. Literally half the episode. Like, literally half the episode. So, obviously, it starts off with him telling him the truth about Viltrumites, how they weren't all peaceful and loving and stuff like that, how they were conquerors, and how it was survival of the fittest, some old General Zod type shit. So, you know, he's trying to explain to Mark, you're Viltrumite, we need to get Earth under our rules, this, and that. Mark's like, no, teenage angst, I don't want to say, because if your dad is the most powerful man in the world and he wants you to do something, he's gonna make you do something. So they just start to go at it. I just start to go at it. Cecil's watching and everything. He's like, look, this kid's our best chance of doing this, but I doubt he's gonna do it. So they start sending the military and stuff like that. And it's just no use at all. There's no hope. No, it's just, Jesus Christ. It's just horrible. Like, I hate to say it, it's just fucking horrible. Like, and I literally feel bad for the black pilot. Like, they sent 2 pilots out, shot missiles at him, man. Not effective. And it's worse because the black guy had to die first, like, obviously. But, Invincible saves the pilot because, Omni-Man crashed through his ship, this and that, and then, he saved him. And he's like, oh man, thanks Invincible. I really thought I was gonna die there. And then, like, you see Omni-Man just pop up behind him and just punch a hole, like just punch his head or squeeze his head or whatever. And it's just ridiculous, and it's like, I could not do this review the first time I watched this. I had to literally watch it, I literally had to watch it like 3 or 4 times just to numb me to the excitement of this, because it was ridiculous. So, after that, he's trying to talk to Mark. Mark's still not feeling it. So he punches Mark, and Mark goes flying through a city. And I mean flying through a city. He is like, his impact of him just tumbling through the city is killing people. And it is like having like the craziest effect on Mark, because he's like, he wants to be a superhero. He wanted to like live up to that name that his dad had, but come to find out his dad's just evil. And now like he's not, like, he's conflicting on the inside. So it's like, wow, this man is really just fucking, this man is Yu-Gi-Oh! Mind crushing his son and then beating the shit out of him like Doomsday beating Superman. It's no. Like, that was the worst analogy ever. Like, that's the worst analogy ever. It's just like Darkseid going up against, like, Robin. Like, why? Why would that need be? Like, why would that need? But after Mark crashes through the city, he tries to save a building that's collapsing because he crashed through it. He tries to save this woman and her child. The building wound up completely collapsing. And he's traumatized now because he thought he saved a woman, but it was her arm being ripped off, and he was still holding it. So, Omni-Man comes to him and is like, look, you need to learn, their insects are insignificant, this, and that, some straight up General Zod shit. So, he's like, we need to save him, and Omni-Man pulled the most, like, fucked up shit ever. He's like, you know what, you want to save him? I'll show you. And he grabbed him by the head and, like holds him in front of it, like a subway, and just crashes through the, and like he sees firsthand all of the bodies, because like they're hitting him and Omni-Man and they're hitting the subway as it's being ripped apart. So he's like first hand seat, like seeing all the craziness, all the blood, all the gore, all the guts. Like they're asking for help, like as if like help me, and just like shredding. It is ridiculous. It is. Man, I'm getting excited again. But yeah, like after that, I think after that, what is it? He beats Mark some more. I think that's when he like hits him to like into the sky, and like really laid into him, and then he like beat him into a mountain, and then that's when they had like their little heart to heart. And while they're having a little heart to heart, like Cecil like tells the Guardians about, look, don't do it. Don't go out there. Don't do it. You ain't ready for it. But they disobey and they go out and decide to help people instead of joining the fight. Smart, because I'm not doing that. But going back to Mark and them, like, he's literally arguing. He was like, you will literally lose everyone, literally everyone. Like he's like 1,000 years you'll lose everyone. He's like keep asking why. He's like everyone you know and love will be gone. Mark, why are you still doing this? And he was like, but I still have you there. And like that is not really, to me, that's not really a good thing. Like that's not really something to stop. Like I understand. Like even I don't know what such a G about it. He was like, well, it's okay. I can wait another 17 years. And just like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, I can have another kid. I can wait another 17 years. But this nigga is just relentless. Like, but it did a flashback of him finally feeling proud and stuff like that. And I guess he finally came to his senses, and like he like kind of like looks at his hand, looks at Mark, looks at his hand, looks at Mark, and just like takes off and flies out of their galaxy or universe or whatever. And then, you know, Cecil comes, they come pick up Mark and everything like that, and they come pick up Mark. He's been like hospitalized for like a while. Everyone on the news and stuff is like looking at it, you know. And this is another thing that pisses me off. This is another thing that pisses me off completely. So, well, I can explain that later. So, they catch the Mauler twins. Finally got their names out. Mark's in the hospital. Well, he's in the base hospital, whatever. And you know, he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to interact with his mom because he feel like, you know, he's broken pretty much. His spirit is broken. So Cecil walks up and was like, "Hey, you know, we had to make it look like, you know, secret identity. We had to make it look like Nolan died and whatnot. So, you know, Bradley agreed. They repaired their house and stuff like that." And then this is right. Amber pops up. I'm like, you heifer, you dirty bro. I'm like, first of all, they fucked up because in the comics she's white. Let's get this right. She's white in the comics. I don't know why they made her black in the show, but she's white in the comics. Don't get this fucked up. Don't let them stereotype black women doing this shit. No. Even though it's partially true for some, not all of them. So she's white in the comics. Don't let that distract you. So she was like, yeah, you know, I thought you were dead, and this. William pops up. Eve pops up, you know, they're all like trying to talk to him. He's like, I just don't want to talk about this. He's like, I don't want to be a part of it. All right, he's like, I'm just tired of it. He's like, I don't want to be a superhero anymore, this. And before that, he did catch his mom crying about everything, which was completely understandable because that is not something you can just easily go about. So then, you know, kind of like does like kind of like a slight montage showing like how everyone's doing afterwards. Eve, she's still in her home bungalow. The guy that does the clothing, like he's like sad making clothes. The Guardians are training together, getting used to everything now. It's like they're trying to get by it, but they can't truly get by it. And Cecil, I'm trying to remember what Cecil did, because Cecil showed Mark a room, and I think this was like the most balls-ass conspiracy theory type shit ever. Just slightly show up in the show and just disappear like nothing happened. So Cecil showed him like a lab or something, and they walk in on like an all-white room, and like nothing, like all white, no sound, nothing. And Mark's like, "What are we doing here?" He was like, "Oh yeah, light." And it was like just like peep scientists everywhere and stuff like that. And Mark's like, "What the fuck?" And Cecil's like, "There's a certain, I think they said like a certain chemical, or they put like nanobots in the water, and had certain lighting that you couldn't see nothing in the room for anybody." I was like, that is some conspiracy theory type shit if I've ever heard it. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, man, I've never in my life, like, I was like, that's conspiracy theory if I've ever heard one myself. Like, they just threw it in the show with no hesitations or nothing. They did also get the remains of Immortal Man, or Mr. Immortal, whatever you want to call his name. So they're obviously gonna bring him back because he was dead one time and then he was brought back anyway. So you know, episode's kind of weird. They keep having flashbacks, and well, Mark keeps having flashbacks about everything that happened between him and his dad, the fight and everything, because that is traumatizing. It really is. So I guess as they went out, like I said, Mark, Amber, even William went out. Mark's mom went to the guy that does the clothing, and you know, they were talking, and she was like, "I need a drink." He was like, "All I got is one glass." She was like, "Oh, God damn, just pour me a drink." So while Mark and Amber and him are out, he gets a call from Cecil, and they're like, something from deep space is coming, like coming fast. So he's like, "All right, gear up and go." So while he like takes off, Eve tells William and Amber, was like, "I'm out." And this is the funny shit. Every guy know, like, he was pissed me off too. William was like, "Oh, you're the one that can multiply this up." Like, no, I'm the one that can materialize anything out of nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I would have been pissed too. But come to find out, the alien, I think it was from episode 3, the one that did like the inspections and whatnot for each planet, came back. He was like, "Hey, you know, there's a Vegemite on the world, this and this, this and this." So Mark sits him down and tells him exactly what happened, and the alien is like, "I've never heard of a Vegemite leave a planet and not be conquered." He was like, either his death or conquer. He was like, that is kind of weird for them to, you know, not to finish you off and conquer the planet. So he was like, yeah, that's kind of weird. So he was like, so what are you gonna do with yourself now? Like, pretty much he was like asking, like, now that we know like the threat is gone and stuff like that, what are you gonna do with yourself? And like, he was like, hey, you know, I'm just finished high school. And it does like a clip of like everything that's going on between Titan, the half dead, half robot, and then the alien astronaut, not alien astronaut, but the astronaut that got brain control by like little crane looking things from, you know, the brain tentacle thing from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm talking about. Like, so, and he's like, does like that. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to finish high school. And then it ends. So that's season 1, episode 1. So they've already confirmed season 2 and 3 coming out. I'm actually hyped because, like I said, I've read the comics and stuff like that before, and it was dope. It was dope as hell. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry about the review. Like I said, I had to get my mind together for this review. But stay true, stay savage, people, and I'm out.